Friends, hello. While I was taking my water, the charge of the computer finished, so the video had to stop, and then I just reopen Zoom and start recording my video one more time. So if you remember, we are in item 4, and I click here. And we were here, if you remember. So this time we are checking the paragraph in terms of the logical order. First of all, we will check it whether there is an order, and then this order is a logical order, okay? So online education, the title is online education, and then more and more students, şöyle yapayım. More and more students are realizing the advantages of taking college courses online or even completing entire college degrees online. More and more students are realizing the advantages of taking college courses online or even completing entire college degrees online. To begin with, although online education or distance learning is not for everyone, it certainly provides a viable alternative to the traditional college experience. To begin with, although online education or distance learning is not for everyone, yani, it may be not proper or suitable for everyone. However, it certainly provides a viable alternative to the traditional college experience. Why are so many students choosing to take courses online? Taking courses online offers time flexibility. Yani you can learn whenever you want. It's up to the students, okay? For people who work or have family commitments like me, for example, taking classes online is ideal. To sum up, it is no wonder that the number of students benefiting from online college degrees is growing every year. Since there is no set time for classes, students can make their own schedule, working around their other obligations. You can also work at your own pace, taking more or less time to finish a course depending on your specific needs. Şimdi friends, for example, I'm a working woman and also I have a family. I am married with a daughter, as you know, and also I have to deal with the house chores, and also there are some needs for my daughter. I have to complete my responsibilities, either for my husband, for house, and also for my daughter. I mean, besides all these responsibilities, I have other responsibilities since I'm a working woman, okay? So I have to deal with my students, I have to prepare my lessons, my videos, I have to complete my readings, checking out the paper. So I have to give the answers for my students' emails, blah, blah, blah. It goes on like that, okay? So, however, I want to learn some other professional things, like, learning German, learning health issues, okay? However, I don't have enough time to spare for these professional other professional issues. So the only time that I can spare for that for these kind of things is the time that I can define for myself, okay? During a day, I am full of the other responsibilities. So after daytime, I can spare my time for my other professional issues. So I can choose my time, I can schedule my time, I can plan my time, okay? So in that position, getting these lessons, taking these lessons and the other professional skills online is my best solution, actually, is my best solution. So I'm trying to deal with these problems by just taking the online tutorial videos or online educations, okay? So that's why it may be, since the time is flexible, for me, for example, it's the best solution, I said. However, even though for other people, it may be the best solution, taking the education online, just staying here in front of the computer and listening to the teacher, doing the exercises and completing the assignments online may not be suitable, because actually getting online education requires self-discipline, okay? You need to be self-disciplined, and then maybe it'll be the best solution for you. And just sitting in a chair, sitting in front of the computer at the same time, it may not be a good, choice for some people. So that's why, deciding getting the online education it actually has lots of sides. To sum up, it is not wonder demiştik. It is no wonder demiştik. Since there is no set time for classes, students can make their own schedule working around their other obligations. As I said, I gave myself as a sample. You can traditional college education. You can also work at your own pace, taking more or less time to finish a course depending on your specific needs. Distance learning is less expensive than a traditional college education. And in Turkey, college is free. College education is free. Daha doğrusu university education is free. We have also private universities. We are not talking about them. We are a social country, and so actually education should be free, normally, except the private universities. So distance learning is less expensive than a traditional college education is not a good statement for us, for our country. However, when you consider the private universities, yes, okay, so you have to pay money for your education. Tuition fees, öğretim parası, are lower, and many of the course materials can be downloaded for free, saving students the cost of textbooks. Mesela, I am in an online German course. When I registered for this course, of course I had to pay the money, but not a big one. After paying the money, the responsible person just send me all the materials, online materials, and there are lots of things in it there as a file. So daha doğrusu in Drive, they shared their materials and documents with me. I automatically see these documents and materials in my Drive. So all of them are free. I don't have to pay any money for any of these documents and the materials. It's a good thing actually for everybody. Anyway, so distance learning is convenient for people who prefer not to travel to school. Bu da another option for people who do not prefer leaving the house. No matter where you live, you can take online if you have a computer and an internet connection. Tabii ki proper connection, the healthy connection is important. Location is no longer an issue. If you do not live close to a college or university that offers a course or degree you want online education offers a great opportunity. Şimdi friends, burada there is a problem bence Mesela, first of all, what is this to sum up sentence is doing here? What does this sentence doing here? To sum up, as you see here, located in the middle of the paragraph. However, if you start a sentence by using to sum up, then it should be at the end of the paragraph. However, it is placed in the middle of the paragraph. So there's a problem, let me show you what I am talking about here. Now, more and more students are realizing the advantages of taking college courses online, or even completing entire college degrees online. Although online education or distance learning is not for everyone, it certainly provides a viable alternative, blah blah. Why are so many students falan demiş. Taking courses online. Gördüğünüz gibi to sum up'ı burada göremiyoruz. To sum up nereye gelmiş arkadaşlar sonra? To sum up. It is no wonder that the number of students benefiting. Yani zaten normally any student does not make this kind of mistakes. Ama sometimes, but sometimes you need to be careful while writing, not just writing the concluding sentence in the middle of your paragraph. However, sometimes you can change the places of the you can change the order of the sentences. You should be careful while writing the sentences, and you have to follow an order, the logical order. Please do not forget that. And let's go to the let's go back to tabii gidersek back. Sorry. the checklist one more time. So we are in the last item. It was about doing the transition, guiding the reader from one idea to the next one. Bir bakalım ne demek istemiş. Okay. Managing the time between school and work life. Ever since I got a part-time job after school, I have had a trouble in managing my time. Ne diyor? Okuldan sonra bir işe girdiğimde, part-time bir işe girdiğimden beri benim zamanımı yönetmekle ilgili neyim var? Bir sıkıntım var diyor. By the time I get home from work, I don't have much time to do my school work. I have to rush through my homework and my assignments are often late and incomplete. My social life is also suffering. I never seem to have enough time to be with my friends because I am too busy working. Some of my friends have been stopped inviting me to go out with them. Worst of all, my demanding job leaves me little time for myself. I don't have the time to do things. I really enjoy liking reading magazines, taking pictures, and watching movies. Since I have so little time for studying, my grades are falling. Aslında çok güzel yazmış gibi görünmekle birlikte bence burada biraz da detay eksik, yani the details are missing. Although I need the extra money I make, my job is really eating into my time, gördüğünüz gibi. Şimdi are there transition words to guide the reader from one idea to another? Şimdi bakalım şuraya. No, what the heck is this? Ne oldu? İnşallah gelecek arkadaşlar. Demedim yoksa. Yani bir sıkıntı oldu birdenbire. Evet. Başka sayfaya yönlendiriyor. Şimdi biz oraya gitmeyeceğiz. Şuraya bakacağız. Evet, şimdi bakalım. Ever since I got a part-time job after school, I have had a trouble in managing my time demişiz. Şimdi bakın. First of all, by the time I get home from work, I don't have much time to do my school work. I have to rush through my homework and my assignments are often late and incomplete. Secondly, bakın ne yapmış? Transition'ları kullanarak guide'lık yapmış reader'a. First of all, birincisi bu. Secondly, the second thing. Furthermore, finally, and to sum up. However, when we look at the previous one, bakınız burada, by the time I get home, ondan sonra my social life is also, some of my friends. Gördüğünüz gibi burada hiçbir yerde reader'ı guide edecek, bir sonraki cümlenin neyle ilgili olduğuna dair guide edecek herhangi bir bilgilendirme yok. Ama bu improve edilmiş olan da bakın, ever since I got a part-time job falan filan. First of all, by the time I get homework, okay. Secondly, my social life is also suffering. I never seem to have enough time to be with my friends because I am too busy working. Some of my friends have been stopped inviting me to go out with them. Furthermore, worst of all, my demanding job leaves me little time for myself. I don't have time to do the things I really enjoy, like reading magazines, taking pictures, and watching movies. Finally, since I have so little time for studying, my grades are falling. And to sum up, although I need the extra money I make, my job is really eating into my time. Yani çalıştığım iş kesinlikle benim zamanımı ne yapıyor? Yiyor diyor arkadaşlar. İşte bunların hepsi sizin hata yapabilme opsiyonunuz olduğunda yapabileceğiniz hataların türleri. Bunları bu anlamda check ediyorsunuz. Evet. Şimdi arkadaşlar gerçekten internette müthiş bir sıkıntı var. Şimdi arkadaşlar bunları yaparken bu checklist'teki item'lara tek tek bakarken bir de yani böyle while checking the criteria or the items in this checklist, we have some other points like the common mistakes. First of all, we can focus on the grammar points, okay? So here, as you see in this list, we have the agreement of subjects and verbs. You already know that. We learned at the beginning of the first term. Agreement of pronouns and nouns, agreement of possessive pronouns and adjectives. You should remember them. Sentence fragments and run-on sentences. Şimdi bunları ne yapacağız sevgili arkadaşlar? Bunları tek tek göreceğiz. Ama şu paylaşımı durdurup başka bir şey paylaşmam gerekiyor sizinle. İndireceğiz tabii böyle. Evet. Yani çok yavaşladı. Evet. Neydi buradaki son cümlemiz? Bir dakika şunu da bakayım. İkincisi. Üçüncüsü. Dördüncüsü. Bu da beşincisi miydi? Evet. Tam buradaydı zaten. Neydi? Agreement of subjects and verbs. İlk onunla başlıyoruz. Şurada. Slideshow'a çeviriyoruz. İnşallah görüyorsunuzdur bunu bu şekilde diyeceğim ama bir saniye. Bir aksilik oldu. Şimdi bunu açtım ama buradan paylaşmadım ki. Evet, paylaşmadım. Yoksa beni görmeye devam edeceksiniz. Yani şöyle yapalım. Şimdi görüyor olduğunuzu düşünüyorum paylaştığımı. Evet. Şimdi bu grammar pointler arasında about the grammar issues or the points, the first thing that you need to, consider agreement of subject and verbs. There are some important rules with them. Şimdi, as you know, English, in an English sentence, we have the subject and a verb and sometimes an object. This sentence is in the basic form, in the basic sense. A sentence to be grammatically correct, yani it means that the subject and the verb should agree with each other. Okay, should agree with each other. If the subject is plural, the verb should, should behave depending on the subject, pluralism or singularism. Okay. This means, yani, it means that, as I said, if the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. If the subject is singular, the verb should be singular. And if the subject falan filan dedikten sonra bir sonrakine bakalım. Yani arkadaşlar, look at here. Sarah is eating an apple. Sarah is the subject and it is the singular subject. So we have to we have to behave considering this Sarah is a singular subject. So we write is, okay, is, since Sarah is a singular subject. If it is Sarah and Clara olsaydı, it should be the verb, helping verb should be are, okay? O zaman are eating an apple olacaktı. However, since Sarah is singular, our helping verb is the singular, okay? Like that. And the next one, look at here. He paints posters. He is the subject, paint is the verb, poster is the object, okay? And then since the subject singular, so the verb should be singular. we make the verb singular by adding s, okay? When you add s to a verb, it means that your subject or your pronoun is singular, as in the example. And then in the next exercise, as the subject and verb agreement means that, for example, you cannot write I, are, okay? But you have to write I am. Bu işte bunlar örnekler. Bakalım buraya. My friend was late for class. Okay. My friends were late for class. Yani if you write my friends as the subject, okay, so you have to write verb as in this example was, okay. If your subject plurals as in the example, so your verb should be plural as were, okay? My friend was late for class. My friends were late for class. Buna biz subject and verb agreement diyoruz. Yani subjectinizle verb'ünüz uyum içerisinde olmalı. Hep bakın harmony diyoruz ya, onun gibi bir şey. What is the problem? So problem is the singular subject. So verb should be is. What are the problems? Problems is a plural subject. So your verb should be plural as are. Okay, like that. Evet, burada da aynı şekilde. The dog chases the cat. Dog is a singular subject. So chase should take s. Okay, chase should take s since the subject is plural. And the dog chase the cat. As you see here, this time our subject is plural and the verb should be plural without s. Okay, so again I would like to remind you that when we say subject and verb agreement, it means that if your subject is singular, your verb should be singular. If your subject is plural, your verb should be plural, as in the examples studied so far. Okay, and what else? Bundan neden bahsetmişim bilmiyorum. Burada da uyumlardan tabii ki adverb and verb, pardon, subject and pronoun agreement, subject and pronoun and possessive adjective agreement. There are lots of agreement actually in terms of parts of speeches. Bunları hatırlıyorsunuz zaten. Building a sentence demişiz. Evet, bunları zaten hatırlıyorsunuz. Dediğim gibi isterseniz üzerinden geçersiniz. Burada da 8 parts of speech'in örnekleri var. There are examples for these parts of speech. Again, when you click here, what comes, there's the definition. You will see that when you click on it, and the exercise related to that one. So a simple guide to English nouns, useful noun examples, as you see here, English nouns. What is a noun? Common examples of noun examples, companion, collective, countable. There are lots of things related to this noun. If you would like to get extra information, we already studied bu arada. If you get extra information, you can study by clicking on each of these verbs. Okay. So friends, let's go to do the next one. Okay, so we have another issue related to these plural subject, singular subject. There are some points that you need to consider again. If subjects are joined by and, they are considered plural, so we use a plural verb, as in the example. My friend and I, bakın, since we have I, you cannot write was here, because before I, we have and my friend. So it means that there are two people here. One of them is I, other one is me. Okay, so my friend and I were late for class. Please don't write was here, okay, because there are two subjects and it makes the word plural, as in the example. So the next point is, if subjects are joined by neither or nor, the verb should agree with the closer subject. What does it mean? The subject, what verb the subject is closer, then subject should agree with the closer one, okay? So look at the explanation. Use a singular verb if the subject closer to the verb is singular. Use a plural verb if the subject closer to the verb is plural, as in the example. Neither Emily nor Anne bakın, plans to join the tennis club. Neydi? Subject'e en yakın, değil mi? Ya pardon, subject'in en yakın, pardon, subject'e, hayır, söylemedim. Fiile en yakın subject neyse, bakın burada, bunu da neyle kullanıyoruz? If you are using neither nor in your sentence or sentences, okay, the closer subject to the verb should have the shape of the number. Mesela the closer subject to the verb is an. So in this case, friends, our verb should be singular. And since an is singular as the closer subject to the verb, so the verb should be singular. Now look at here. Neither Emily nor her sisters. This time, the closer subject to the verb is plural, so the verb should be plural, as in the example. Yani fiile en yakın özne tekil mi çoğul mu diye bakıyoruz. Eğer tekilse fiil tekil oluyor. Eğer ikinci örnekteki gibi çoğulsa fiil çoğul oluyor arkadaşlar. Evet. Another point related to subject and verb agreement. The verb should agree with its subject, not with the verbs that come between. Bak, it is important. The verb should agree with its subject, not with the words that come between. Yani fiil kendisine ait olan özneyle agree olmalı, uyum içinde olmalı. Arada kalan kelimelerle değil. Bakın burada. This new book of poems is by Pablo Neruda. Buradaki of poems, yani subject'le fiil arasındaki kalan kelimeler bizi ilgilendirmiyor. Onu consider etmiyoruz. Yani we don't consider the verse between the subject and the verb. What are they? Of poems. We don't consider them. Normally poems plural. So you can think that, I mean, since poems is plural, should be are. However, no, because the real subject is here, this new book. So when you consider this new book is as a singular one, so the verb should come as the singular verb. Okay. So look at the next example. The poems in this book, now between the subject and the verb, we have other words like in this book, okay? So we don't care them. We don't care about in this book, okay? However, we have to consider the poems as the subject of this sentence. So since poems is plural, the verb should be plural. Actually, some friends think that, however, before the verb we have book as the singular. Why we are writing verb as are? But you don't consider in this book as the subject. Okay, they are between the subject of the sentence and the verb of the sentence. So in this case, our subject is plural, so our verb should be plural. Okay. Now let's go through the other option as a point. Şimdi don't forget, in the last lesson before the writing, also repeat that. I repeat that, okay? We use a singular verb with the pronouns and indefinite pronouns in the chart. Like, so look at here, anyone, anything, each, either, everybody, everyone, everything, one, neither, somebody, someone, something, no one, nobody, nothing. All these pronouns are indefinite pronouns and they are considered as singular pronouns. Yani tekil zamir olarak işlem görürler. Bu doğrultuda örneklerimize bakalım. Everyone wants to stop the movie now. Everything was in the party yesterday. None of you comes comes to the class. Why? Normally hiçbiriniz diyor yani. Hiçbiriniz. Hani birçok insana hitap ediyor. But we don't consider this pronoun as a plural. It is singular. Refers to a group of people. However, in a grammatical structure, we have to consider it as a singular pronoun. Neither of us, hiçbirimiz, bakın yine burada, is going to the cinema. Someone is watching us. You see, a tall man. Each of the group members sends the document link one by one, as we did, yani as we are doing. Okay. So let's go to the next examples. Ne oldu? Bitmedi. Sonuna mı geldik acaba? Gelmemişiz. Bunu yaptık. Buradayız. Tamam. Evet. Şimdi friends, here we use plural verbs with these pronouns. Both, few, many, others, several. But this time, with these pronouns, we use what? We use plural verbs. When we say several, when we say others, when we say many, when we say few, both, we use the plural verbs. Several of the students are required to write an essay. Several of the students. Öğrencilerin birkaçından işte essay yazması istenir. Ya da evet istenir. Others want to start the movie later. Diğerleri filmi sonra seyretmek istiyor gibi arkadaşlar. Örneklerimize bakalım tekrar. Bunlardan sınavda sorumlusunuz bu arada. Allah Allah, neden gitmiyor? Şimdi. Another point, the subject and verb agreement. Use a singular verb with expressions of. Gözlük fazla geldi bana. Use a singular verb with expressions of time, of money, measurement, weight, fraction, zaman, para, ölçüm, ağırlık ve yüzdelikler. Şimdi 2 hours is not enough time to study for that test. 2 hours is. Şey gibi yani, bu sıfat gibi kullanılıyor. $25 seems like a reasonable price for this sweater. Gördüğünüz gibi. Evet, şimdi burada da örnekler var. Eğer sınıfta yapmış olsaydık bunu ben sizlere soracaktım. Ancak sınıfta değiliz. Ve canlı real time videoda değil. Bu yüzden since it is not since we are not in the classroom and since it is not a real time video, I'll do the exercises on my own. Yani one of my friends, bakın burada one of my friends, arkadaşlarımdan biri. Arkadaşlarımdan biri derken oradaki özne olan birisi. My friends değil. Please pay attention. The subject is not my friends, but there is a phrase here, one of my friends. I have friends, but one of them has a new car. Okay, has a new car. Everyone who works hard in this class, everyone is considered as singular, so everyone who works hard in this class does well. Not do, but does well. Many of my friends, bakın we have many of my friends, like, not likes, because many referring to a group of people, and also in a grammatical structure, we can consider many as a singular pronoun. Also, we use like, not likes. Okay, like the professor. The instructor is the singular, so doesn't give a lot of homework. Not don't, but doesn't give a lot of homework. One of the reasons that I chose to go into medicine Bakın, one of the reasons that I chose to go into medicine is a phrase. What kind of phrase? Is a sentence phrase and also is a subject. Okay, is a subject. But when you consider this phrase, sentence phrase, one actually, the first word gives the information about the subject. It is the plural or it is the singular. Since it is said one, you do not consider the rest of the phrase, okay? So consider one, and then the verb should be is, that I like to work with people. One of the reasons that I chose to go into medicine, yani tıp fakültesini seçmemin sebeplerinden bir tanesi, insanlarla çalışmayı sevmem demiş. $50 is. Bunlar, bu expressionlar, bu ifadeler para gibi, işte time gibi, fraction gibi, ondan sonra başka ne vardı? Bir şey daha vardı. Measurement gibi. Bunlar tekil arkadaşlar. Tekil olduğu için ne diyoruz? Is. Too much to spend on dinner at this restaurant. Both Casey and her cousin go to the University of Michigan. So both referring to two people, and both also in a grammatical structure refers to plural subject. Pronoun. So we choose go to the University of Michigan. The book and the movie, there are two things here. The book and the movie have the same ending. The book and the movie have the same ending. Okay, so this is the subject and verb agreement arkadaşlar. Subject and verb agreement. Evet, bir sonrakine geçelim. Herhalde bu burada bitti yanlış hatırlamıyorsam. Diğer slayda geçeceğiz. Tamam. Yakınlaştıkça ne yapıyoruz? Gözümüzü takıyoruz. Kaç dakika olduğunu nereden görüyorduk bunu? Göremiyoruz. Bizden yürümeyelim. Sen boğazı kuruyor. Okay. So a second point in grammar issues, agreement to pronouns and nouns. This time we're not talking about subject and verb agreement, but we are talking about pronoun and nouns agreement. Okay? Pronoun zamir, noun isim. Bakalım bunlarınki nasıl oluyormuş. I make it slideshow. Sıcak oldu. Okay. So let me show you. Let me give you the details. So first of all, I would like to give the definition. What is noun and what is pronoun? Noun is a word that is used to name a person, thing, or place. You should remember that. And pronoun is a word that is used to replace a noun. Yani you can use pronoun instead of a person, instead of a thing, instead of a place. Okay? Yani for müzeyyen you can use she. For Ferit you can use he. For mesela the car you can use it. Okay, like that. If you are talking about plural nouns, okay, you use they as a pronoun, and you can use we as a pronoun. Okay, like that. Let me show you the other points related to the agreement of noun and pronoun. Vallahi bravo, gitmiyor. Şimdi geldi. Pronoun takes the place of a noun demiştik. Çok kötü çıkmış, bu ne böyle? Vallahi. He, them or they, he or him, she or her, it, we or us, if it includes you demişiz. Devam edelim. Şimdi burada pronoun chart var arkadaşlar. Bunu daha önce gösterdiğimi düşünüyorum ben. Şimdi these are the subjects, okay? First person, the name of the subjects. First person singular, second person singular, third person singular. Yani for male, female, and for unknown subject. First person plural, second person plural, and third person plural, as you see here. So we have the subject pronouns, we have the object pronouns, we have the possessive adjectives, and for these possessive adjectives, we have the possessive pronouns, and then we have the reflexive pronouns. So if you remember subject pronouns, as you see here, I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, and we can use these, pronouns for the names, people names, okay? Tabii sadece canlı değil, cansızlar için de kullanıyoruz. Sonra we have the object pronoun. This is subject pronoun is referring to the subject in a sentence. Object pronoun is referring to the object in a sentence. Yani we use subject pronouns instead of a subject. We use object pronouns instead of an object. And we use possessive pronouns instead of an adjective. And we use reflexive pronouns for everything dermişim. Okay. So while we write I, you, he, bıttırı for subject pronoun, we have the object pronoun like me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them. So we have the possessive adjectives. Why I write possessive adjectives here? Because if we don't know the possessive adjectives, we cannot know the possessive pronouns. My car, mine. Your car, yours. His umbrella, his. Her hat, hers. Its tail, not used demişiz, kullanılmıyor. Our house, ours. Your car, yours. Their school, theirs şeklinde. Reflexive pronouns da burada gördüğünüz gibi myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself. Sonra plurals ourselves, yourselves and themselves şeklinde gidiyor. Evet, subject pronoun. A subject pronoun takes the place of a noun demişiz. I'm reading a book, it's good. Bu it nereye geldi? Buna refer etti. It olduğu için is oldu. I'm reading some books, they are good. Şimdi bu some books neye refer etti? They neye refer etti? Some books'a. İşte instead of writing some books, we write they. John works for a big company. He is a manager. John and I work for a big company. We are managers. Subject is plural because there are two people. And also, friends, sorry. In this subject includes I. So we have to write the subject pronoun as we, since the subject is plural and includes I. Tamam mı? O yüzden we are managers diyoruz. Şimdi burada da şeyler var. Arkadaşlar. Gördüğünüz gibi possessive pronounlar var. Bunlar possessive adjective'ler var. Bunlar da possessive pronoun. Şimdi örneklere bakalım. Possessive pronoun replaces, şöyle koyalım. Possessive pronoun replaces a possessive adjectives plus noun. Çünkü possessive adjectives is not used just as it is. You have to use possessive adjectives plus a noun, okay? To avoid repeating information that is already clear. The book is my book, not your book. This book is mine, not yours. Instead of using book and book one more time, we just use mine and yours as the possessive pronoun, replacing the possessive adjectives with the noun, as in the example. Şimdi bunu böyle yazarsanız, this book is my book, not your book. It sounds repetitive. However, when you write this book is mine, not yours, it sounds more natural. Okay. So again, böyle bir karışıklık var ama personal pronoun olarak yazmışım. Bunları siz kendiniz, yani zaten bunları bir sınıfta çalıştık da singular plural olarak geliyor. İşte object pronoun'a geldik bu sefer, nesnel zamire. Object pronouns substitute a noun that functions as an object. Object pronounlar, yani nesnel zamirler cümlede nesne olarak kullanılan ismin yerine gelirler. Substitute olurlar, yani onun yerine kullanırlar. Mesela my mom loves Joy. My mom loves him diyebilirsin sonrakinde. Joy likes his friends. Joy likes them. Joy is talking to Anne. Joy is talking to her. Mesela when you write Anne here, you cannot write him or like a them, because we have the object pronoun as a female, singular, and we have to write her as the singular female pronoun. Okay? So note the object pronoun comes after the verb. Yani object pronounlar fiillerden sonra gelir. Buradaki örneklerde gördüğünüz gibi. Mesela him loves'tan sonra gelmiş. Him comes after love. Them comes after like. And her comes after talking to. As you see here. Şimdi reflexive pronounlar üzerinde, onlar üzerinde çok fazla. Yani you most probably learn them in your prep school. We use reflexive pronouns actually turn the action done by the subject of a sentence back to the subject. Yani dönüşümlü fiiller. Tamam mı? I was singing to myself. Kendi kendime şarkı söylüyordum gibi. Kendime değil ama. Kendi kendime şarkı söylüyordum mesela. Devam edelim. Şimdi burada kendi kendime şarkı söylüyordum derken I was singing to herself diyemem. Kendi kendime diyebilmek için myself demem gerekiyor. Bakalım. Reflexive pronouns are objects that refer to the subject. Yani subject'e gönderme yapan zamirlerdir. They end in self or selves. They end yani ya self'le biterler ya selves'le biterler. Self'le bitiyorsa if they finish self, so they are plural, singular. If they finish with selves, they are plural. Now look at here. The boy kicked himself, not himself, okay? Himself, direct object. She made herself coffee. Herself, indirect object. Gördüğünüz gibi. The boy kicked himself. Kendine vurdu diyor. She made herself coffee. Kendine kahve yaptı diyoruz. You should address the letter to yourself. Yourself, object of the preposition demişiz. Object of the preposition to yani arkadaşlar burada. Şeklinde gidiyor. Evet. Pardon. Şimdi burada da subject pronouns ve reflexive pronouns bir kez daha. I olursa myself, you, yourself, he, himself, she, herself, it, itself, we, ourselves, you, yourselves, they, themselves. Okay? Selves. Ourselves, yourselves, themselves. But myself, yourself, himself, herself, and itself. Okay? Yes, look at the examples one more time. Please use when the subject and object are the same person. Please use when the subject and object are the same person. Hepa looked at herself in the mirror. I can't help myself. I love chocolate. Yani kendime hakim olamıyorum. Çikolatayı çok seviyorum demiş. If you give orders, use yourself or yourselves. Okay? If you give orders, use yourself or yourselves. Be careful. Don't hurt yourself, Timmy. Yani diyor ki dikkatli ol, kendini yaralama Timmy. Push yourselves. Guys, play hard. Push yourselves, guys. Zorlayın kendinizi. Sert oynayın demiş. Help yourself to some food. Evinde gibi hisset. Hadi git al kendine bir şeyler demiş. Evet, daha fazla örnek diyoruz. Sıcakladım gerçekten. Be careful not to cut yourself with that knife. Dikkatli ol, bu bıçakla kendini kesme yani. Our cat washes itself after every meal. You know, cats are much cleaner than the other house pets. So, our cat, not just their cat, but all the cats, washes itself or themselves after every meal. We bake the cake by ourselves. Keki kendi kendimize yaptık demiş mesela. Come in everybody and find yourselves a seat. Kendiniz oturun diyor. Bir yer bulun kendinize diyor. The children cleaned their room all by themselves. Bütün odayı kendi başlarına temizlemiş çocuklar. Bears like to rub themselves against a tree. Ayılar kendilerini ağaca yani sırtlarını ağaca sürtmeyi severler. Rub themselves demiş. Themselves. Bears themselves. If it becomes bear, then it turns bear itself. However, since it is bears and it turns into themselves, okay? The bird washed itself by splashing in a puddle. The players train every day to keep themselves it. Gördüğünüz gibi burada örnekler var. İşte sınıfta olsak bunları yapacaktık ama yapamadık. Complete the sentences with the correct reflexive pronoun demiş. Burada örneğin şeysine bakalım. When we do self-talk, we talk to ourselves. Sarah and Tom talk to themselves in different ways. Bakın, when we do self-talk, we talk to ourselves. Yani self-talk yaptığımızda, kendi kendimize bir konuşma yaptığımızda kendimize konuşuruz. We talk to ourselves diyor. Kendi kendimize konuşuruz diyor. Sarah and Tom talk to themselves in different ways. Kendi kendileriyle değişik şekillerde konuşurlar diyor. Sarah works out and keeps herself fit. Sarah spor yapar, yani workout yapıyor ve kendi kendine fit tutuyor. She tells herself that her problems will get better. O kendine problemlerinin will get better, daha iyiye gideceğini, yani problemlerin çözüleceğini söylüyor, anlatıyor diyor. Tom spends all his time at home by himself. Tom bütün zamanını evde kendi kendine geçirir, kendi başına geçirir diyebiliriz. He doesn't allow himself to have a good time. Ya çok ilginç. Kendi kendinin iyi vakit geçirmesine izin vermez. He doesn't blame the problem itself. Tom's doctor said, treat yourself better, Tom. Kendine iyi davran, kendi kendine ya da kendine iyi davran Tom demiş şeklinde gidiyor. Evet. Bakalım. Ben ne yaptım böyle? Allah Allah. Çok ilginç bir şey oldu. Tamam, sonradan geldi. Pardon. Evet, a pronoun should agree in number with the noun it refers to. Ne demek? What does it mean? If a noun refers to a singular noun, you must use a singular pronoun. If a pronoun refers to a plural noun, you must use a plural pronoun, as in the example. Zaten bunu anlamış olmanız gerekiyor. When a student eats in the cafeteria, he or she must show a student ID. Şimdi friends, a student can be both female or male. Email diyecektim. Male, then you should write the subject as he or she, okay? In this way. So student singular, since a student singular, verb becomes singular, eats, and then the pronoun, as in the example, singular, both male and as female and male, okay, he or she. Now look at the next sentence. When students eat in the cafeteria, they must show a student ID. Students is the plural subject, so pronoun should be plural, as in the example. Allah Allah, enter'e basınca gitmiyor, gelmiyor ama ilginç. Evet, şimdi we have examples, exercises again. Circle the correct verb which are italic and bold in each of the following sentences demiş. Everyone on the team, everyone, what is everyone? It is singular. Comes to practice every day. All the team members, bütün takım üyeleri have to work hard, not has but have. Each one of your students, her biri. Öğrencilerinizin her biri. Then, since it is just one of your students, we have to use is improving, not are but is. He said, nobody cares, gerçi onun bir önemi yok. Nobody cares or care about the game. Nobody referring to a group of people, however, in a grammatical structure, it is considered as the singular, so we use cares, not care, but cares. Someone also is a singular pronoun, indefinite pronoun. We use is going to pay for the mistake, okay? Herhalde burada son bu örneklemelerle. Öyle mi olmuş? Evet, burada bitirmişiz. Şimdi bu videoyu da burada bitiriyorum. Bir sonrakini çekeceğim sevgili arkadaşlar. 3. videoda görüşmek dileğiyle diyorum. Ancak şeyi getiremedim. Geldi. Kaydı durdur.